Republicans, establishment Republicans, love being in the minority. They can go on Fox News, they can complain about, oh, isn't it crazy that Democrats want to let women into, or men into women's sports, and they get their Fox News hit, they do their Win Red fundraising where they say no to open borders, but then they vote for amnesty, like Jamie Herrera Butler did, and they vote for to stop the border wall construction. So quite frankly, I think there is I'd say cottage industry, but it's more like a massive industry of raising funds and just going along to get along in DC. It's exactly what President Trump was pushing so hard against, which is why they had to get rid of him. So I think we just, going into 2022, we have to get loud, we have to get unified, and we have to take it back, and that we just can't let that be the status quo of being quiet about these critical issues anymore. Yes, sir.
President Biden announced today that he was not going to withdraw troops from Afghanistan until September 11th, 20th anniversary of the attack. What do you think drove his decision, and was it right? Do we belong there at all?
Okay, so the withdrawal of troops in Afghanistan, so we don't belong in Afghanistan anymore is my shortest answer. It's a long answer. We've been in Afghanistan for almost 20 years. We initially went there to avenge the attacks on 9/11. Our authorization and use of military force, ratified by Congress, our declaration of war essentially, gave us the power to go after Al-Qaeda and anyone who supported Al-Qaeda and a couple other key terrorist organizations as well. So shortly after we launched our raids, we went into into Afghanistan. We were extremely effective momentarily at toppling the Taliban regime. And the second that bin Laden ran into Pakistan, who we provide billions of foreign aid to, we stopped. And at that moment, we made our mission in Afghanistan nation building, trying to build a nation in a place that's essentially a confederation of a bunch of warring tribes, graveyard of empires and all that. So we've been there essentially for the last 20 plus years because, again, there's been a massive industry built in the military and military industrial complex and in DC on that war. There's entire generations of people that have been promoted based on that war. And there's also people that are ideologically wed to the idea that we can go in and we can, by force, create governments in places that have never had a democratic government before. We launched the entire Iraq war based on that. We deviated from our mission in Afghanistan based on that. Joe Biden, he is the George Bush of the Democratic Party. So